as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking.
Oh, yeah.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You was just a half a step too close.
Breeze now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And Matthews has it right side.
There we go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken the
yeah, they're making you pay big time for his sticks this year.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score.
Way to be there.
Start 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
24, 24. Check flag 40. Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that motherfucker fast.
Inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
10-yard head start.
Tyler Lockett. 76 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You got straight smoke in the foot race all the way down to the hoop.
We are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
You got to.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Nigga, you suck too then.
To build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, but once he gets out, it's a wrap.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
I'm going to keep him on the wraps. I ain't trying to have all that.
You're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
You're good. Right forward, ready. Watching your 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Try to go back to Matthews there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Kill. 5.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw.
That's the closest man that could catch that mud.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been
I tried to keep it away from that linebacker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze to throw again. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I'm just glad Bobby ain't killed Mike Thomas just now.
Down in the process. Breeze now 6 of 10 of this first down. He's got his guys a first down here.
Check 26.
Now Breeze again. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, I turned accelerated clock off, and it don't matter.
Good for 8 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans.
Madden should have never put that dumbass
as they've got it with a second
walk
down
up
and
to the
2
line
coming
shit.
up on second down. It's Murray.
They fixed the wrong
He is
stuff.
met
Fix was
in
broke.
his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot.
I ain't never heard nobody complain about walking up to the line of
Now,
scrimmage.
defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Shifts by him. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
Well, I think Bobby Wagner got every tackle for
immediately
y'all
in the
right
secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
36, 36. 54.
Breeze to throw for it on 4. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. He'll rifle this one, and oh, it'll be intercepted.
Too
Picked
damn
up
far
by
across
Brad
the field. I know
McDougal.
better than that. Hey, yo, fat fuck.
And
Oh, yeah.
Stripped. Ball comes
Let's
loose.
go. He smacked the shit out of his leg.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 49.
Ready? 5-8.
That,
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
that nigga said, that's my milkshake.
On the counter, here's Kamara.
Give me some.
Yep, let's make something happen out of it. Let's make something happen out of it. Let's make something happen out of it.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 49 yards. And
Boy,
the
Big
Saints
Buford
have
said, hey,
taken
wake
the
up.
lead.
Papa.
And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to
Big
punish them with
plays,
your blocking.
big results.
You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh boy, I need to put that lineman on D-line, huh? He hitting folks.
The Seattle
He hitting
now
folks
ready
like
to march
that.
onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some
That
adjustments.
boy Rusty was ready to take off with that read option just now. Oh, this is a read option.
44. Check, check.
Now Wilson on second down. Trying to lay one.
Oh, he trying us deep.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come
That
after
boy
him and
DK
sat
Metcalf.
back. I think that's
He
what you
better
need
do
to do to
something
keep
this
an
year.
offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Good work, fellas.
The receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him
Way
for
to
a
be
loss
there,
of 2,
fellas.
and that will bring up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there, it's silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it. And he brings it back.
Oh, I thought he fumbled again. I thought he fumbled again.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head.
Oh, yeah, we hit
the second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Hell no, I ain't trying that one again. I done threw too many picks already.
Up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime.
Look at this shit, man. Bobby Wagner, they made every fucking tackle.
Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13.
That man was a couple
gives
3.
him the first down. Breeze now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Breeze now. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Man, they took so much gas off of Drew Brees'
Someone's going to
arm.
get into QB1 0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his target. It's Matthews. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own team.
Oh, yeah. Good work.
Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go, fellas.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf.
Get there, get the tackle.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans.
I said, that's fine. I just need to get there and get the tackle.
Just
that's
over
it.
40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down.
Check down, check me out. Play out.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I ain't letting that nigga get that shit. No. I'm tired of him.
And that is going to tie
about to break his damn leg.
Approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Go look in my room. It's on side of my bed right next to my drawer, next to the wall. I was talking to my son.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Easy, opposite. Hey, box drop.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Thomas, the intended target.
That's motherfucking Mike Tate.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check.
Safety's creeping.
Now Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook.
That's half.
He wasn't ready.
Time for a break. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Yeah, mess around and press the wrong button. But then again, that's that accelerated clock weird shit. If I got like 10 seconds left on the clock, I should be able to get back on the ball, spike it, and we'd be good.
Ready to get the party started for the 2nd half.
They rolling off 17 seconds a pop per play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
11. Hey, zoom.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Gill.
Oh, get them all.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids,
it was a tough spot.
Touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Ready? You ready? Have one. Hey, Charlie. 55, Mike, got 55. Come on.
On play action. Now Breeze. Smith catches left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time
Bobby
to dial
get on
one
my
up.
fucking nerves right now.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
That nigga needs some business.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check 25. Check 20. Opposite.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze gonna throw.
Oh, my God. That's the most inaccurate throw I've seen him do. Come on.
His guys will get the football back.
Oh, my God. How did he miss him?
The 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real death for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing
All right,
that
we don't
back in
call
the good
holding
old
no more,
days.
so.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is
all
coming
the
through
way
the
to the
air.
red zone.
But in a
To
sense,
walk
that
away
just sets
with
things up for
nudging.
big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now it's Wilson.
Let's go.
And
Good
he
money.
can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end.
19, that would have been a hot interception.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball.
Yeah, we was all sitting on that route.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And an alley to run.
Oh, yeah.
It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
God.
But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Penny. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check, 47. Bandit.
Wilson turns and gives
there we go.
Size. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh my goodness, man.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the
2
PAT.
touchdowns given up.
And the lead is now
Straight go
21-14.
I said 2 touchdowns given up on straight go routes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
He's trying to finesse something. Should have got that as well.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to maneuver. That is a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Fucking needed that. Let's go.
And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
Fucking go. And they hit DK Metcalf ass, and that was clipping.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt.
That was clipping like fuck. I'll take it.
And take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play.
I'm glad every DB ran his ass down.
51 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
It worked out for me today.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left.
Oh, yeah, good job.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Let's go.
That will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing? Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets this up.
Get away from that motherfucker.
Before he's out of bounds.
Nope, ain't even trying it.
9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This nigga must be tired or some
he'll
shit.
get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready? You ready? Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 1st down, Murray. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you
took the motherfucking fire off
They
that
come
nigga.
up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kamara.
Drag him.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19
big play,
yards
Mike.
away. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
That's a big play by Mike.
I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Carson.
There we go.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Alert.
Here's Wilson.
That's gold. That's fucking gold.
Taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation
we over there.
throw deep downfield. And it's
fucking goal.
So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly. Even